ICT integration into their classrooms and be able then to implement. And we are hopeful that we'll be reaching then the goals that everybody has to see the fourth and the fifth industrial revolution, finding expression in our classrooms. So with this kind of project that we are rolling out to ±520 schools, which are quintals 1 and 2 in our province, and some quintal 3 schools, we are going to be reaching up to 54,000 learners with these devices, and we hope that this will be a successful project and will definitely add value to the end of the year results. We are looking forward to seeing what will be then the outcomes of our performance in grade 12 at the end of 2025 academic year. Thank you so
much. Sondaba, the chairperson of Portfolio Committee on Education in the Eastern. Yeah, no, what we can say about the program is that we are happy that Education Department is putting e-learning at the center of teaching and learning. And all these efforts about improving the quality. So, first point is that the Office of the Premier has rolled out broadband into schools. And there's Wi-Fi, which is being rolled out by the department and many, but we are for the functionality of that. That is where we are now.
My name is Mr. Mdantsane. Sivuile is the first name. Coming from MTN. I'm the regional manager for public sector in the Eastern Cape. Today as MTN, we have partnered with the department to make sure that firstly, the quintal 1, quintal 2 and quintal 3 schools are having digital platforms and digital devices to actually assist them with e-learning. What has happened before is that you'll find students from these quintals going to varsity, and the first thing that they experience there is technology, which they were not used to. So for us, it is critical that these people and these students are in the same playing field as the private schools. It is also critical that the black learner that we are very passionate about as MTN also experiences this particular device. When it comes to the network, you asked about the network in the districts. We as MTN have had this contract or part of this contract of RT15 since 2021. We've actually improved our network. When we were identified the schools that are going to be receiving these devices, all the GPS locations of those particular schools were shared with us. Our network team is heavily in those particular areas, making sure that the network there is 100%. We will also be using microwaves, right, as MTN, to make sure that any lack in the actual GSM network is compensated with the microwave. Because what we want is that when the learners have an opportunity to attend through Ms. Kota's classroom, right, virtual classroom, they are not sitting there with white elephants. So it is critical for us as MTN to make sure. We are actually the leading network service provider in Africa. So South Africa is our home. This is why we are very passionate about this. What we've done with the tablets, because we want security as well, we actually employed a company to install what is called a device management system. In short, it's an MDM. The department sat with us and we actually said which sites are the learners going to be able to access, right? Obviously the YouTube site that the e-learning content is going to be streamed through, and any other site. So now what will happen is that if there are sites that the actual student wanted to visit that is not on that platform, right, or part of those apps that are in the tablet will not allow the student to do that. So we've actually safeguarded the students, because we all know what social media does. We all know the kids actually want to experiment, but we don't want those kids to actually be exposed to this, especially with a device that is meant for them.
Wonke wonke urhulumente olapha phakathi kwethu usuke eprovinsini, district, nalapha esikolweni, i-school government board. Yimina enkulu kakhulu lena ukuthi umcimbi we-teaching and learning. Kulapho ifocus yethu ikhona khona. As you know ke into bana le mcimbi we-paperless umcimbi ubaluleke kakhulu that sibe siyangena kuwo because amaphepha expensive, i-ink ne-tuna is very expensive. So as the content i-load kwezi tablets siyasincedisa kakhulu. So asingabi busy in terms of making copies, in terms of cut and paste, all those things. So abantwana will be able to repeat into abakhange bazive kakuhle mhlawumbe eklasini xa sesenze revision. So izabanceda kakhulu ke tablets because nendithanda into bana every child unayo ngokubantwana sinabo kulo nyaka. Akho mzabolekisana nomnye. So siziva ke kakhulu, sivuya kakhulu, sibulele nokhethwa ke no-acknowledgewa in terms of umcimbi lo sisingawo. I-department ikwazi uba isikhuthaze nathi sithi sikule kona babone ubana ikhona enokwenzeka ephuphumile naso. So I'm very happy.
Khuluwa ezi tablets zisoloko zixoxisa xa funeka umntana ephumile esikolweni and zisiwe kolandelayo. Just abazali, the regulations amongst abantu abafumene ezi tablets zithini zesikolo?
Kuba ke still in the roll out stage, so into zakwenzeka ngosawuhlala phansi ngokukhole parents meeting and check ukuthi policy ithini ka rhulumente department in terms of retrieval. However sinayo yethu i-retrieval policy anyway because i-textbooks abantwana bayazibuyisa qho xa kuphela unyaka to have a policy regarding that. So that ngicimba ke sounds the same thing because eza last year za ngo-20 the COVID they are still here and saphelele because we managed to retrieve them very well in terms of our policies. Ayixoxisi ke laa nto iyafana textbook, i-policy is the same to say uyinikwe sesikolo xa ugqibileyo uyibuyise. If kade lithile ke mhlawumbe ilahlekile, I think ikhona indlela ekwenziwa ngayo in terms of reporting, maybe also in terms of ipurchaswe if the police allows that. So I think we're going to check ukuthi policy yethu ithini in terms of this, but okubaluleke into bana every day siyayimonitorisha, siyayisupervisa, siqiniseke into bana ilapha esikolweni yenza umsebenzi wayo.
Normally idla ngoba ingxaki ebazalini, uprincipal ucacisile uba ezi tablets ziyabuyiswa and your experience as i-SGB ekubuyisweni kwezi tablets, ulahleka kwazo, bethe uprincipal that is ipolicy enizoyiformulate around ukubuyiswa kwee-tablets ezi. Ungathini kubazali abasemakhaya malunga nezi tablets nobuyiswa kwazo?
Ingasincedisa kakhulu sisisikolo loo nto ukuthi zibuyiswe nyhani kuphele ukulahleka kwazo, kuba kaloku ethe yashiyeka apha esikolweni izawuba luncedo kumntwana olandelayo, ihlale iyinto ekhona apha esikolweni. Uprincipal unyanisile kwinto ethi we need to draft i-policy around indlela yokugcineka kwezi tablets khona ukuze singaziluzi, zihlale zikhona zincedisana nazo.
I am the District Director of Bafana City Metro District. We welcome the initiative by the Provincial Department of Education to roll out e-learning in the form of tablets to Quintile 1 and 2 schools. And as the other speakers have actually indicated, that there are three integral components in any organization. One is systems, resources, and people. So these are enablers, and I think they will be able to actually improve the quality of learning and teaching in all our schools. We are benefiting that 34 schools in the district which are within Quintile 1 and 2, which are going to be benefiting from this exercise. And obviously, as we said, that the target for 2025, this injection by the provincial administration will be able to actually add value and improve and ensure that we are able to actually achieve our targets that we set, which is 90%. The school where we are is Ulwazi, and it has performed at 99.1%. And I'm certain that with this windfall from the department in terms of the gadgets, the tablets that are going to be issued to all learners, it is going to be able to bounce back and reach its full potential in terms of 100% pass that it has recorded in the past years. Thank you very much.
One last question, please.
The fulfillment of the commitment which was made in 1955. A commitment that the doors of learning and culture shall be open to all and underline all. Not only that, but also it enhances and closes the gap between the public schools and private schools. but in terms of quality of our education. Like the MTN says, you'll find many of our students who come from public schools, they battle with the first year at the university when they have to deal with ICT, digital education and so on, because some of them, they come face to face with a computer for the first time. Whether you're talking about a mouse, they think that yimpuku, and the mouse is into a computer. Now what this does, and I'm happy that it starts at the at the schools in the Eastern Cape, to enhance education in rural schools. As you know that when I was the former Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, we adopted a number of schools. One of those schools was Ulwazi, Mazibuko, Solomzi in Mdantsane. These schools have done extremely well and that's why we are making this call, that not only MTN will cover 23,000 public schools, we call upon on all corporates such as Vodacom and others to join MTN to make sure that this project is rolled out throughout the country, because it enhances the quality of education, particularly of the black child. I make the point earlier, through this project, we are fulfilling a commitment we made in 1955, that doors of learning and culture shall be open to all. And I think this is a great achievement, and I want to thank the MEC for identifying not only schools here, but also schools in the rural areas. I think that is a success that must be rolled out throughout the province, including in Alfred Nzo, including in Mdantsane, including in Solo, including here in Mdantsane. Thank you very much.